You know, it's time we be brutally honest about the Yoimiya banner. Ugh, I hate to say it. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sovereign. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about Yoimiya and the 4 stars on her banner. So basically, what we're going to be talking about is my opinions and my thoughts on the banner and if you should be wishing on it or not. Now remember, this is my opinion based off of information that has been leaked and new characters and weapons that are coming out in the future. So if you are a collector or if you're a super die-hard fan of Yoimiya, this may not apply to you, but you still might want to listen if you think that you need to reconsider a few things. Also, if you found the video helpful or if you just enjoyed it, be sure to give it a like. Helps the algorithm a lot and it will show this video in a lot more people's recommended feeds. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so first of all, Yoimiya, Pyro Bow user, 5-star obviously, and they categorize her as a burst damage dealer. Does that mean you can't use her as a main DPS? No, it really doesn't, especially when it comes down to her attack sequence, her damage loop, and everything. We'll get into that shortly. So let's go ahead and look at her talents. So her E ability basically makes all her normal attacks pyro damage. So this is why I think that, yeah, she's not a main DPS, right? Because she's not doing a lot of white damage. It's all pyro. So can she be a main pyro damage DPS dealer? Yeah, why not? Why not? I think it's very feasible. Let's go ahead and take a look at her E here. So we look at her E, her cooldown is 18 seconds. So it is quite a long time, but this lasts 10 seconds. So you're going to be doing this for 10 seconds, and then you're going to go ahead and do some regular damage, pop her out, do some other characters, do some reactions and whatnot, prime for some bigger damage, heal, pop shields, do Bennett buff, anything you want, and then 8 more seconds after that, you put her back in. So what I'm saying is, like, yes, burst, obviously, because you're switching her out while she's on cooldown, but at the same time, it's pretty much main damage dealer, right? Right. Because any other character, you have a damage loop anyways, so you're taking them out to do other things to prime them for the damage that they're going to be putting out, then you put them back in. So can she be a sub DPS or like in a dual DPS party as well? Yes. So in that case, if you're going to be doing that, then I think that she would be more of a burst DPS. So if you have 2 DPS characters, you have her and somebody else that are doing main damage. So you pop her E and her ult, she does her thing, and then you pop in somebody else and do that. All right, or you pop her E, do that, then when that's done, you pop her ult, then you pop someone else in to do the extra damage, because her ult, as you guys can see here, is pretty much marking them. So her ult, she pops it, it marks them, and there you have it. Then there's every 2 seconds, there is AoE pyro damage. So that's that. We pretty much understand how Yoimiya works, not that hard to understand. If you guys like Child's play style, it's not exactly the same, but it's somewhat similar. And I did slightly forget to mention that her charged attack has a double level, kind of like Ganyu, except for her charged attack, it has like a homing effect for her pyro damage. And you get 3 basic, you guys can see it here. It starts off with 1, 2, then 3 in a triangle. And those 3 will home in on the enemy. And you do get those bonuses here in the normal attack, as you can see here, the kindling arrow damage. So I believe that this is per kindling arrow, all right? It's not just a base 16% extra. So just to let you guys know that, that's how she pretty much works. Her E, I think, is going to be the majority of her damage here. Popping this every 18 seconds, well, every 8 seconds after cooldown, because you have it for 10 seconds and then 8 seconds, you have to wait 8 seconds more. So that's that. All right, so that's Yoimiya in a nutshell. I know it was really quick. We're not going in depth here. I do have a video on her a little bit more in depth into her kit. You guys can go check that out. It's on the channel. Be sure to watch that if you still don't know if Yoimiya is for you or not. So let's talk about the 4 stars that have been leaked that are going to be on the banner. First up, we have Diona. Diona is an amazing 4-star support character. I think that if you use her purely in a support role, she's top tier. A shield / cleanse and great heals if you build her for HP. I think that she's one of the best when it comes to healing think she's one of the best when it comes to having her shield. Having both of those, best of both worlds. She's just great to have there to protect you and restore your health. I think that it's great to have her there with Yoimiya being also a cryo support so you can get those melts off. Also, her being a bow user, you're going to be able to need a shield and heals because, let's be honest, you're not really doing much. You got to get some space in between you and the enemy, especially if you're getting off those charged shots. So you need to have a shield for sure, just to keep it safe. The second character on the banner is another brand new character, 4-star, and that's Sayu. Sayu is a pretty interesting character. I still don't know how I feel about her, but I think that it's worth looking at because she seems like a pretty cool support character to have that is currently going to be one of a kind, the first of her kind, the Claymore Animo user. So her kit is really interesting because it screams support and it screams sub DPS, and not even really much sub DPS, mostly support. And we have a whole video on her as well with all of the newer banner characters that were coming out. It's on the same video as the in-depth look at Yoimiya. So go check that out, guys, on the channel. As a matter of fact, I'll just leave a link down below so you guys don't have to go looking for that. So Sayu, really cool. I don't think that she will be absolutely necessary to have, but if you have an Animo in your team, swirling around that extra pyro will help get some more damage. Now, this last character on the banner, most people are actually not that thrilled with, and I think that she gets overlooked, and I think that she gets so much shade shown her way. Xinyan, to be honest with you guys, she can pretty much do it all. She can just go full support, she can go DPS, she can go burst DPS. She is very versatile and overlooked by the majority of the community, and she gets a lot of shade thrown her way. I'm not exactly sure why, but it is what it is. Her shield is pretty pog, I'm not gonna lie, especially if you have constellations on her. C1 makes her pretty fire. C2 makes it so that you almost have 100% uptime on your shield. And if you get even more than that, if you get C6, man, I'm telling you guys, it's next level. She is great for damage if you build her correctly, all right? She's a great pyro support. She has her shield, which also does damage, burst damage of pyro if you know how to use it correctly. She has a lot of physical damage in her build. On top of that, her C4 right here, it reduces the enemy's physical resistance by 15%. Constellations are great, so if you don't have constellations on her and you want some, this would be a great opportunity to do that and also possibly get a new character at the same time. There's some great support characters in this banner, and I think it's worth looking at, guys, if you need some support characters. Now, let's talk about this banner in its entirety, okay? Because this is where we have to really go in on this. Do I think that you should be rolling on this banner, wishing on this banner if you're free to play? This is not for the whales. This is not for the collectors out there. You guys are going to wish on her regardless. So this is for the majority of people that are light spenders or free to play. I don't think it's necessary to waste a pity, guys. I don't think it is. Now, if you want some constellations on the 4 stars, if you want to possibly get a brand new 4-star Sayu and not hit your pity, maybe try to go for it. Maybe risk a little bit. But I don't think Yoimiya is worth spending your 5-star pity on. And the main reason being, we have 2 more brand new 5 stars coming out very soon. We have Kokomi and we have Raiden Shogun, the Electro Archon. And that right there, if you're free to play, is a must roll. Because not only are you going to get Raiden Shogun, you're most likely going to get Sara as well, which is a great support for Raiden Shogun. Or a great sub DPS, burst DPS that's a 4-star bow user and Electro. So, to be honest with you, those 3 characters right there, I think outweigh the need to get Yoimiya if you're free to play. So, take it for what it is. That's personally my opinion. When it comes to an Archon, guys, as we know from past experiences, we have Venti, who is arguably, not even arguably, it's definitively the best CC character in the game. We have Zhongli, definitively the best shield in the game. Now, if this next Archon isn't the best at whatever she does, whether it be energy recharge, which I think that's she's going to be the best at it, if she's not, the community is going to cry about it until she is the best at what she does. So from past experiences, guys, and from me to you, of feeling FOMO of not having any Archons. I never wished on a Venti banner. I never wished on a Zhongli banner, even though they both came back twice. All right, not twice, but they both came back an additional time. I did not wish on them because there were new characters that I wanted at the time. And to be honest with you, I like new characters, but at the same time, I'm kind of bummed because they're the best at what they do. So that being said, I don't think it's worth moving forward to miss out on another Archon. So you should definitely be saving your Primogems, in my opinion, for that banner if you're free to play. Now, if you have an excess of Primogems, maybe weigh your odds, maybe spend a little here, maybe spend a little on Kokomi, and then go all in to make sure that you get the Archon, okay? Kokomi is going to be a great 5-star Hydro healer, and she's going to be able to do a lot more than what we've even seen so far. Like as all the new characters are, they start out one way, they go into beta, they use them one way, and they say they should be used like this, but then people come out and kind of have really fun creative builds or really fun team synergies and team comps, guys. Don't ever go by the meta, guys. The meta is the meta, and you're going to be chasing that forever with RNG. Just get the characters you want and have fun with them however you want to play them. That's always going to be, in my opinion. There's always going to be meta, and like I said, you're always going to be chasing it with RNG, trying to min-max them. There's still people trying to min-max Shao. There's still people trying to min-max other 5-star characters from a long time ago, guys. Just stop it. Have fun. Get the characters you want. But that is my opinion on the Yoimiya banner, if you should wish or skip. I'm most likely going to be skipping her as a 5-star, but I'm going to test my luck and try to go for Sayu, at least one Sayu, because new characters. And if I happen to get a Xinyan constellation, I think I'll finally be at C6 for her. So I'll be a little bit excited with that. So let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section below. Are you going to wish? Are you going to skip? Also, like the video if it was helpful for you. Subscribe if you guys haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.